What makes one country feel almost 5 times happier than another? The Global Happiness Index 2026 is not just about mood. It reflects how people experience daily life through health, income, safety, social support, freedom, and trust. And when we compare countries side by side, one pattern becomes clear. Happiness grows where life feels stable, fair, and possible. In this video, greener scores mean higher well-being, while warmer colors point to lower life satisfaction. This is not a ranking of who smiles the most. It is a picture of how secure, supported, and hopeful people feel where they live. Across the world, the strongest scores tend to cluster in places with trusted institutions, strong social systems, personal safety, and confidence in the future. The lowest scores appear more often where war, instability, poverty, or weak public systems make everyday life much harder. Europe shows one of the clearest contrasts. Finland ranks at the top because life there is stable, safe, and highly functional. People benefit from strong public services, low corruption, social trust, and the feeling that the future is manageable. Ukraine scores much lower, and the reason is profound. War damages nearly every part of well-being, from safety and income to health, stability, and hope. In the Americas, Costa Rica stands out with a high score. Its advantage is not extreme wealth, but social stability, strong community life, and a culture where quality of life matters. Venezuela scores lower because years of economic crisis, inflation, and political instability have made daily life far more difficult and uncertain. The Middle East reveals one of the sharpest gaps. Israel scores higher thanks to a strong economy, effective healthcare, and institutions that still give many people a sense of structure and opportunity. Afghanistan sits at the lower end because conflict, poverty, insecurity, and limited freedom place enormous pressure on everyday life and long-term well-being. In Asia and Oceania, Taiwan performs strongly because modern life works. Healthcare, infrastructure, public order, and economic opportunity create a strong sense of everyday reliability. Sri Lanka scores lower largely because recent economic turmoil, inflation, and political strain have made life feel much less stable for ordinary people. In Africa, Mauritius stands out with a comparatively strong score. Political stability, better institutions, and a more diversified economy help create a stronger foundation for well-being. Sierra Leone scores lower because poverty, weaker infrastructure, and limited access to opportunity make it harder for people to feel secure about daily life and the future. When all regions are compared together, the same pattern repeats. The happiest countries are not all rich in the same way, and they do not share one culture. What they do share is trust, stability, functioning institutions, and the belief that effort can lead to a better life. That may be the biggest lesson in this entire index. Happiness is not just a personal emotion. It is also a social outcome. It rises where people feel safe, supported, and treated fairly, and where the future still feels open instead of threatening. The countries at the top are not perfect, but they tend to make everyday life more secure, more predictable, and more humane. And that is the deeper story behind the Global Happiness Index 2026.